Hi, and welcome to another episode of Mike's Garage. Have another great one for you today. So I'm in the shop, and Grener Power was nice enough to give me a battery to demo. So they supplied this. I'm going to look at the specs on it, kind of review it with you. We'll look at the construction of the battery, and then we'll do a load test on it and see how well it tests out. So first things first, they gave me this spec sheet, so hopefully you can see this. So I'm going to kind of run through this real quick. So hopefully you can see this. It is a 12-volt battery. It is 100 amp hours. So basically it has 1280 watt hours in it. Kind of goes over the cell construction, what the resistance is. But the interesting thing here is actually the weight. If you can see, this is 27.5 pounds. So you go to lift this thing up, it is pretty light. So that's something nice, because if you look at your traditional deep cycle battery or lead acid batteries, they're quite heavy. This is very light, so I kind of like that. Other things to look at, so maximum continuous that it has for discharge is 100 amp. So you can pull 100 amps without it overloading. Your peak is 200 amps, and then it has a BMS cutoff at 300 amps. Okay? So you've got that, and of course it has short circuit protection, which is really nice. Now with this does not have Bluetooth on it, and it also does not have a low temperature cutoff, but it's still a very, very nice battery as far as the specs. Let's actually take a look at the quality of it. So the case seems to be pretty robust. Here's the bottom of it, and then the sides. Top looks good. It has nice terminals on it. What I like about the terminals is you can see it's color-coded. So instead of it just having the plus and the minus, which is a little bit difficult to see, you can see it's got this red ring for the positive and then this black one for the negative. The handles are nice, makes it easy to lift. And I just like the weight of it. I think the Grener Power battery, with being a lithium iron phosphate battery, it's so much more dense as far as the amount of power that you get out of this footprint compared to many other batteries, and just the weight. I love how light that it is. All right, so let's go ahead and test capacity on it. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that it's fully charged before we do that capacity test. So let's do that right now. So I've got my battery charger. Now this thing should be pretty much charged because I did charge it up earlier, but I just want to make sure that it's fully charged to do a proper test. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in. You'll be able to see it. So it's going to say full, and then it's going to try charging, and let's see what it does. It's probably still full, but we'll let it run through the cycle real quick. All right, so as you can see, it says full on it, so battery is completely topped off. So this is a next peak charger. I've got a few of these. I kind of like them. They're voltage sensing, so you could plug it into a 12 or 24 volt battery. And it has a memory in it, so whatever battery type that you set it for, like I have lithium iron phosphate, it will remember that setting in the future. So kind of nice. But as you can see, this is full, so I'm going to go ahead and unplug it, and we'll start with that load test. So I have my load tester already plugged into the outlet, and I'm going to zoom in, but you should be able to see that everything is zeroed out. So let me go ahead and hook it up, and then I'm going to adjust the camera. All right, so once again, you can see everything is zeroed out. I'll press it one more time just to zero it out. All right, so let's go ahead and start the load test. I'm going to set this thing at 10 amps. All right, we'll just let this run, and when the battery is discharged, I'll go ahead and look and see what this says. So I'll see you in a bit. All right, so now that the test is completed, let's look at the results. So as you can see, 1,252 watt hours and 102 amp hours, which is slightly above the capacity, which is 100 amp hours and 1,280 watts. So that was my quick review for the Grener Power battery. Seems to do exactly what it's supposed to do. I'm going to use this in some of my other solar projects. I do have some additional panels that I'll hook up to this, and I'll probably set up a very small 12-volt solar system. So that's it. Thanks again for watching Mike's Garage. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.